Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we're going to be diving into our natural selection sim as we look to understand this idea of survival versus extinction when it comes to descendant populations, looking to send a descendant population into some different environments to see what changes we can create that cause them to survive and which ones we can cause to go extinct. So at this point, we've learned that different species can share structures because they have common ancestor populations that they both descended from. When this ancestor population is separated into different environments, natural selection can cause there to be differences in the shared structures, whether it's the Komodo dragon or the red-tailed boa or even our mystery fossils. Over very long periods of evolutionary time, shared structures can become very different because small changes build up to be large differences. So, small changes lead to different lengths, sizes, shapes, placements of all of these different structures. And these structures can be found in species that are alive today and those extinct, the ones that we find in our fossil record. So, today we're going to be exploring this idea of, well, how do they become extinct and how come some of these structures survive? So, in our natural selection sim today, you're going to be investigating populations changes that causes species to survive over evolutionary time and others that cause them to go extinct. Now, your job is going to be to collect data, help explain why descendant species are able to survive and why some aren't. To do that, you're going to be launching what's called the Exploring Species Change mode. So, in the mode section here. And then when you're in there, you're going to be planning out how to collect data on what happens to two common ancestor populations that are separated into different environments. So, we're going to be splitting them into different environments and causing them to change and go extinct. So, let's take a look. So, in the sim, when you get into that mode, your job will be to split them into different common ancestor populations, one going into one simulation, and then you'll restart the sim and do the other environment. And you're going to be working with our Australopes. So we'll be sending our Australopes into two different environments where the thorn palm population will need to be different. Okay, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So you're going to be changing the thorn palms to affect the Australopes. So your goal in environment A, your job will be to have the ocelot population change but remain alive. So your job is to cause them to evolve and change but stay alive as a population. Whereas in environment B, your job is to cause them to go extinct. So to do this, you'll need to create an environment where you can change only the height or the thorn size of the thorn palms, okay, that the Australopes use as food. So you're only changing the thorn palms to cause them in environment A to change and environment B to go extinct. So remember, our Australopes with long necks can reach and eat taller thorn palms, and our Australopes with stronger jaws can eat thorn palms with larger thorns. So, how will you accomplish these goals and collect your data so that you can use it to explain what's happened? So, you'll take our population split into A, where they'll need to change and survive, and you'll see kind of what that is. And then you'll need to cause them to go extinct. So, you got to ask yourself, how will I accomplish this? How can I change the thorn palms to collect data to show they changed and survived and they went extinct? So in task three, you're going to start by planning and predicting what's going to happen. So you'll answer some questions based on what you think, and you'll plan out how you'll do it in the sim. In task four, you're going to collect your evolutionary data for A that basically shows you did it. You caused them to change. For task five, you're going to be collecting environment data for B. So basically showing me that they went extinct. And then in six, you're going to reflect on everything. What happened? How did all this occur with our different populations? So go ahead and ask yourself, do you understand the goals for both environment A and B in our sim? And you understand how to complete the next set of tasks to predict, collect, and reflect on the data that you collected? If the answer is yes, put it in green. Otherwise, put your X where you need to and check in. And good luck.